Hi, this is Dewey McLean. Today we wanted to get started with our fast track to Pearl training. This training is designed to move you from zero, if you will, to Pearl in 240 days. So let's get started. Go from zero to Pearl in 240 days or less. As you rev up the engine, get pumped up, get ready to you know put the as they say, put the foot to pedal to the metal, if you will, to speed forward and go Pearl in 240 days or less. $2,500 a week. Now, generating $2,500 a week is Pearl level income. That pushes out to around 100,000 a year. In fact, if you put a pencil to it, I think it exceeds $100,000 a year. Um, but certainly that's the goal. That's what you're in the game for. All right. What would you do if you had an extra $2,500 a week? These are dream questions that you can put out there to your prospects, to those network marketers that are interested in joining you to move forward in this effort. The questions you want to know. What would your life be? How would your life be different with $2,500 a week income? It's life changing income. No doubt about it. Would you live in the same house? Would you drive the same car? Would you take more vacations? Or would you go and pay off some of those credit cards? Would you give more to charity? Or financially help people that you've never been able to help before? Or would you spend more time with friends, family, and loved ones? These are dream questions that you can ask your fellow prospect or ask yourself, for that matter, to keep you in the game. Now, the universal principle behind properly building a profitable relationship marketing business is not whether it works for you, but can it be duplicated by everyone? So, we've laid out some plans that you should follow, and the question is, if those plans can be duplicated and can help you build a huge team by you being an example to your leaders, to your team members. Being a leader is setting an example, getting people to do things they normally wouldn't do. That's what leaders are made of. Now, we want you to plug into the system. You plug into the system builds and mastering. The system is built on mastering and duplicating four very simple steps. Now, that first step is inviting a prospect. In our case, we are inviting network marketers. Our effort, although this presentation may reference to people and associates and whatever, but you know that our effort, we're following that school of thought of Tracy Biller, and the whole effort here is about target marketing, and we're in our target. Once we identify our target, and we bring one of those prospects on board, we want to plug them into this system, which has four simple steps: inviting a prospect, having that prospect watch an opportunity presentation, following up with that prospect. In some instances, you may need a three-way call support through your sponsor. Certainly, you utilize that. And in some instances, your relationship may be of such that you can bring that new prospect, that new network marketer on board without a three-way call. Then once they're on board, you want to get that new distributor plugged into the system. Let them know that this same four-step system that you've utilized to move your business to another level, that they can do the same thing. So let's talk about these steps. Step one, the invitation. Who are you looking for? You're looking for people who want more. In fact, to be frank about it, in our case, those network marketers have already that's our target market. They've already showed you by being a network marketer professional, either presently or in the past, that they are people who want more than they currently have. They are people who want to go places that they've never been. Existing network marketers are people who want to help others that never been helped before. There are people who are tired of being average. That's why they've stepped up to be a part of this network marketing industry to change that. People who still have dreams and are willing to do something about it. people who get excited about earning extra money from home. These are existing network marketers, those target folks that you already know. In some instances, because you're a network marketer, your friends are network marketers, and then when you're not utilizing those friend relationships with network marketers, then you're utilizing a call list to identify network marketers and develop relationships through that phone effort. We want you to begin with a top 20 list. So we want you to identify a lot of those network marketers that you already know. If you have a warm list of network marketers, the top 20, many of you will have that, and we'll leverage that. So those who are closest to you, that you're most confident approaching, you need to look at yourself on your address book and your email contact list or business cards that you've collected. Don't prejudge any of those network marketers, whether they were network marketing in the past or they're network marketing existing network marketing company. Certainly, you need to reach out to them. Okay. Now, make sure your initial, you want, once that's done, you have your top 20, you want to continue to, in our case, what's different about this slide is we're going to be utilizing not a warm list of 200 anybody's. We want to build a list of 200 network marketers that we can approach. So we'll be using distributor lists, we'll be using genealogy lists. We'll be using lists that were developed through going on the internet and scraping, if you will, scraping network marketing names off of various companies. We will be using those sort of resources to contact. And now, in some instances, because you know network marketers, you may have to use memory joggers to generate those ideas. But again, the point I'm trying to make, although I did not modify this slide to say just network marketers, I just want, because we know that we are a family of network marketers, and past and present, and that's why we're going to be moving our business at an unbelievable pace, and momentum will be a part of this growth as we continue to contact and add new people to our list and as we meet them. Because when you're doing phone work, calling on genealogy lists, calling distributor lists of existing network marketers, those individuals that may not be ready to come in at a certain time, but if you have subsequent conversations with them at later dates, those so-called cold calls will become warm calls. Those so-called people that you didn't know, you will develop a relationship over time. If it takes you 3 days to recruit them, great. Okay, that relationship will be built as team members. But if it takes you 8 months to recruit them, that relationship may be built over time. So you should be trying to add 15 to 20 people per week. And if you're on the phones, making your calls, calling those distributor lists, those genealogy lists, then you will have an opportunity to build a reservoir of relationships that you can cultivate over time. The invitation you should be excited. 90% of invitation is excitement. So invite people on your top 20 list. And you want to try to do that within the first 72 hours. Those warm other network marketers you know. Now, you can utilize invitations, questions, and scripts that are in your checklist, Go Pro checklist. It has a lot of mind scripts. It has scripts from Mr. Tracy Builder. You'll be able to leverage some scripts off of that MLM Recruit on Demand. Again, I put that out there. These are all resources that you can utilize to train and develop your invitation skills. Now, invite must be benefit driven and opportunity focused. So you want to, when inviting prospects to look at this opportunity, you're going to close them. The opportunity you should be talking about the timing of the opportunity. Not so much focus on the product, but focus on the timing of the opportunity. It's a great time to be a part of this company. It's a great time to grow. This company is 130 million in sales. They're poised to be a billion-dollar company. So they have time. They have a huge growth path. Through that huge growth path, you and all those who participate will benefit immensely. So when you're putting it out there, let them know the timing is right. We're on the cusp of a growing organization. Okay, so develop a power attitude. Some will, some won't, so what? So, you cannot be emotionally attached as you're working your list, as you're working making these calls to on your genealogy list or your distributor list. Once you go beyond your warm market of network marketers, you cannot have you need to be detached. You need to be a machine. You need to be working. You need to be moving through your invitation, your 30-second pitch, say what you have to say, and move on. If some will, some won't, so what? Okay, it's important to remember these things about invitation to become a professional inviter. The more you practice, the better you become. Don't try to explain the entire opportunity. Let your sponsor help you. And keep it simple. Your team will do what you do. Top earners, a lot of top earners will spend the first 20 prospect calls with their new distributor. I think in our case, since we're focusing mostly with this, we're focused on our target market of existing network marketers. A lot of these individuals already have those skill sets in place and will not need as much as support. We're looking to bring people on to be self-motivated, self-supporting, individuals leaders who are willing to work and do what they have to do to build their business and not be so dependent on someone holding your hand. That's the whole essence of us focusing our effort with existing network marketers. Step two, watch and attend a business presentation. So in most cases, we are setting that up through utilizing presentation on the internet that you will call your prospect, put your 30-second pitch out there, and if they're interested, you're probably going to collect their email and send them a presentation. Send them some information so they can evaluate. We want to be able to present this business in multiple ways, whether it be through audio, whether it be through a link that someone can click on and see a presentation. That's the focus. So the best presentation to watch is the next one available, no doubt about that. So take advantage of momentum, create momentum within your invitation efforts by moving forward quickly. Okay, speed. This business rewards speed. Okay, presentations are designed to help both you and the prospect. So they learn about the product and the business opportunity from experienced leaders. They leverage your time to get unlimited number of prospects to see an online presentation at almost any time. So the power of sending a link, a power of utilizing the internet is that you got 24/7 access to a presentation. So don't feel like, again, although we're utilizing our effort, focusing our effort with network marketers, if you are a player who wants some three-way support, who wants some support from your upline, don't hesitate to ask. But at the same time, if you're strong and you feel strong enough and self-supportive, then go out there and try to make it happen on your own because although you may have some challenges up front, but eventually you're going to build that strength. You're going to get stronger through trial and error. And so just make sure as you make errors that you document that and you continue to try to improve yourself through those trials and tribulations. Okay. Okay. Step three, follow with a three-way call. Again, the three-way call is a powerful tool. It's a tool that you should follow up, utilize. So follow up should happen when? It should happen immediately. So make sure your upline partner is on the phone when you contact a prospect sometime. Edify him as an experienced leader, an expert when you utilize in a three-way. You want to edify and say positive things about that upline person. So let the upline share their story, how the company has changed their life, and so you listen and learn because at some point you're going to be doing your own three-way calls to support your team members. So that's the steps that you would. That's what's going to make a three-way call most effective is if you follow these steps I just covered. Now, you want to identify hot buttons when you have that prospect on the phone. You want to identify that existing network marketer. You want to see, how would they like to spend more time with their money? Why are they in this business? Are they on their job or they don't like their job? Don't think they're being paid for what they're worth. Recreation. Do they want more free time? What do they want to do? Is there money issues? Do they want a new house, a new car, pay off debt? This form is a method of building rapport with your prospect over the phone. Again, because we're focused on other network marketers, that may not be as essential, but but certainly it's not. It's always a good pathway to go with anyone you talk to, because it helps build rapport. Timing and urgency. Stress the timing of the opportunity. Focus on engaging your upline partners to answer any questions you might have. Take notes. To learn the steps from your upline partners as they go through the call. So when you're sitting back and that three-way is happening in front of you, these are the things you want to listen for. Are you listening? Is there stress? Are we stressing urgency in the call? Stressing the opportunity? Are we engaging with your upline to ask questions? And are you taking notes to learn the steps from your upline partner as you go through the call? These are important. The opportunity is about timing. Here's some common responses you're going to get from your prospect, your network marketer that you're reaching out to. Some of them are going to say, "Hey, I'm ready. I want to get on board. Yeah, I'm ready right now." Others will say, "Hey, I'm interested, but I still need some more information." So he has a few questions. So certainly you're open to support those questions that they might have. And some will say they're interested in the product, but they're not interested in the opportunity, and that's okay too. So customers are great, and to benefit from the product. And there's others going to say, "Hey, no, I'm not interested." So don't give up. It's good time to continue a relationship. Back where I spoke earlier, it's about developing a relationship. So when people say no to you, leave them with respect. Maybe say something along the lines of, "Hey, I understand the time is not right for you, but let me ask you this: would it be okay if I keep up with you, keep in contact with you, so you can let me know how you're doing, how you're doing in your business, or how you're doing in life? I would love to be able to keep in touch." And in most cases, people want to have friendships. People want to have relationships. They understand it's a business relationship, so they usually adhere to that and allow you to contact them in the future. Ensure proper duplication. Do it right every time. Don't do everything yourself. Remember to reach out to your upline and lead by example. And always point your prospect to the information. Don't try to present the information. Always point the prospect to a website or tool or document. People will duplicate what you do. People join because they have belief in you. So the magic formula: believe you, like, and trust you. That's people. When they believe you, like you, trust you, they join, and as simple as that. So present that to folks that you know and that network marketers that are within your warm market sphere, as well as you develop relationships through your phone contact efforts. As you continue to contact people over the phone, inviting them to take a look at your business, then you again, as if some of those folks decline not to at that time, as I mentioned earlier, try to figure out a way to create a link for future conversations moving forward. Step 4: get plugged in. So, get your new distributor plugged into support system immediately. Once you bring a new network marketer on, let them know how this system works. Let them listen to this presentation that I'm offering to you. Then they can see that, it can work for them too. Prospects are never more excited the moment they join your business. Anyone can enroll, but success is optional. So they want to plug them into the system. It's absolutely a must. The goal is to help you personally sponsor a distributor go bronze within the first 72 hours of joining. You want to help them bring on a person on their right and a person on their left in the first 3 days. And in many cases that can occur because they have an existing network marketer warm list. Because in most cases they were in business with other network marketers and they know their contact information and they're able to give them a call. So why is it so important? The primary reason a system is important is that it ensures walk-away residual income. If we're focused on people driving this business and not a system, then it has so much variability because people have different skill sets. But when you have a systematic approach and you do the same thing every time and it's duplicated and it's supported by systematic structures, systematic systems, then you no longer remain essential to the process. The process can run without you, and even if you retire, the system and your income will keep on going. That's why it's important to be able to plug them into a system. The number one priority is to make sure your organization knows and teaches the basics. The only true measure of organization strength is the number of leaders in it who are properly following and teaching the system. The benefits of joining the 72-hour club. New associates will earn a commission the first week. New associates will make a major transformation of being motivated to become motivators. You will achieve instant momentum. The business is about helping people get started and teaching others to do the same. So be a bronze maker. Your warm market. Top earners always work within their warm market and they teach others to do the same. Why? This is relationship market. Friends do what friends do. And our only modification that we're working is that as you build your warm market, you want to build warm market of target individuals, other network marketers. When I came into the business, I knew other guys that I was working with on the existing network marketing organization. We had relationships, and I was able to whenever I joined another company, I could reach out and call them. Guess what? It happened to me. Some guys, when they left to go with other companies, they reached back to call me to see if I was interested in coming over with them. So that's a part of business. The business is built on trust, and strangers do not trust you. So don't waste time, out there outside of that warm market with network marketers. But once you're outside that network marketing arena in terms of warm market, you utilize that distribution list, that genealogy list, and now through that list you can build other warm relationships over time. You'll be able to recruit some people right off the bat. Some people the time is right. You call them up, you give them an invitation. They say, well, okay, yeah, I'll take a look at your business. They take a look at your business. They get excited. They see the value of that presentation, and they want to come on board. But then there are going to be others that don't, and those are the individuals that you can develop relationships over time to take them from cold to a warm, to a lukewarm, to a warm relationship. And it may be 8 months, maybe a year down the road, you'll bring them on board as well. Teamwork. The success of your business absolutely depends on teamwork. Always ask yourself, am I working with my personally sponsored distributors daily? Am I working with my personally sponsored distributors daily? Am I working with their personally sponsored distributors daily? Okay, I did 3 times you're working with, it's 2 times. The 2 instances I'm referring to is, am I working with your personally sponsored distributor? And the other instance, are you working with their personally sponsored distributor? So together, everybody achieves more. Build a model, then duplicate the model. To build a successful network, you need to follow a step-by-step system. Teach and duplicate one simple principle. These 2 actions repeated correctly over and over will form the fundamental structure of a strong business. Okay, so go bronze, become a bronze developer, become a bronze maker, become a bronze developer, and that's the model that we want to build upon. So 24-24 vision. Can you see yourself reaching pearl? Duplicate bronze 24 times on your left leg, 24 times on your right leg, and you have the foundations to go pearl and beyond. So here's how we do it. Get at least one prospect to watch or attend a business opportunity every day. And to achieve the rank of pearl in 240 days. That's the formula. One qualified prospect taking a look at the opportunity on a daily basis. With a sponsor ratio of 1 out of 5, you can expect 6 personally sponsored distributors every 30 days. 3 in your left leg, 3 in your right leg. 240 prospects equal 48 sponsored, or the 24x24. So, is it a numbers game? Of course it is. You got to put people in front of the presentation. You have to put people in front of your marketing material, and that persuasive marketing material that can convert them from a prospect to a team member, to a distributor, People talk about, is there a number game? It's a numbers game in terms of putting people in front of the in front of the presentation on a consistent basis. Here's a chart that kind of shows your growth over 8 months, which would equates out to 240 days. How many presentations would be required over that 8 month period of time? The personal sponsored on the right and left leg, and then your rank as well, moving from bronze all the way to a pro executive, from $2,500 a month up through $100,000. Okay, so this is average annual income I'm referring to. So this is what you're here for. This is your goal. It is laid out for you, and you make an effort to meet this sort of recruiting effort to duplicate it. Can you expect a perfect world like this? Of course not. There's going to be many challenges come in front of you, but certainly this is the goal. This is how it's laid out, and you try to emulate that goal the best you can. And hey, look, you're going to be happy with some of those results. Okay, why 24? Well, the reality is that people get in, then people quit. You know what? I mean, people quit jobs, they quit marriages, they quit life. I mean, so people quit. So, out of 24 distributors for purchase spots, at least 3 to 5 will fully engage in the business. Keep putting new prospects through the system immediately. Industry rewards loyalty. Time separates contenders from pretenders. Let me say it again. Time separates contenders from pretenders. Within the next 2 to 5 years, you can find 48 people who are serious about changing their lives. And the only way for you to fail is to quit. So don't quit. Don't even consider quitting. Okay? Keep track of what you're doing. Keep a worksheet of how you're moving forward. Are you moving to keep moving forward in that effort of 24 on your left and 24 on your right? Build depth, finding and empowering hidden leadership. To succeed, you must identify and closely work with all leadership, regardless of what level they're in. In this business, they pay through infinity, so you can work to no matter how far they're down in the organization. Leaders identify their actions, plug in to the 4-step process, and teach their groups to do the same. As they build depth, you will be able to identify today's leaders and potential leaders of tomorrow. The magic moment. Prospects catch the vision and join the business. New distributors understand how he or she can make their dreams come true. It all starts with the basics. Learn the required skill sets and stick with the basics. If you're serious about building your business, do the following. Pursue every opportunity to build yourself as a business. Talk, listen, and learn. Plug into the business opportunity presentation. Invite prospects and team members as well. Make certain that you're all at all fast track webinars. Be sure to participate in all monthly broadcasts and core events with upline leaders. Be plugged in, constantly feeding yourself information, growing within the organization. Remember, if it's not on these pages, don't do it. Will it work? It won't duplicate. So the number one rule in this business is that it doesn't matter what works for you, but what can be duplicated by everyone. So have fun. Stay focused. You can make your dreams come true. There's a lot of things you can do that may push you away from your pro status. Things like sending out massive emails. I still don't agree. Obviously, we're going to utilize leads in our system, targeted leads, but we certainly don't. You can't just be calling anyone. But target leads are certainly something that we will be leveraging in this business. So I support that. Some advertisement might not be the way to go. I think the formula that we have in place is that utilize initially when you come into business, you're going to utilize your warm market. You're going to use that as a warm market of your targeted leads, network marketers. You're focusing on bringing other network marketers into business. Once that your warm market has been used up, if you will, then we're going to be leveraging highly targeted leads from genealogy lists and distributor lists of existing network marketers. And we're going to be calling those individuals up and utilizing the training that's offered by Tracy Biller through MLM Online Recruit on Demand. These two systems will be able to give you some of the information needed to bring those prospects from that list, from that call list, to a prospect that you can actually bring on board in your business, develop a relationship with over time, and then again bring into your business. Okay? So, hey, this is the presentation. Now it's time to just focus in, lock in it. Let's go Pearl together. Let's do the things that's necessary to be a Pearl member, and let me be a part of supporting you in that effort. All right, this is Dewey McLean again, signing out. Let's go Pearl.